Good day. Welcome to Mayorkings TV News. I am Matsu Okpemitorishe and here are the headlines. Oboyewori reaffirms commitment to Delton's welfare as he launches new phase of daycares with over 97,000 new beneficiaries. NDDC, Lopeng Energy launch flood sanitization campaign in Delta State. Building collapse. Delta Commissioner Anoka seals up collapsed buildings in Asaba and orders thorough investigation. Federal government issues flood alert as Cameroon releases water from Lagdo Dam. Tinubu executive orders $2.5 billion investments. Russia region orders evacuation after Ukraine drone attack. Lookman rated Serie A round 4 best player. Now the news in details. Delta State government has disclosed plans to support 97,365 new beneficiaries in the Delta State COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus DCAS program. This phase of the DCAS program aims to directly support 97,365 new beneficiaries across 6 result areas, including social transfers, basic services, and livelihood support for the poor, vulnerable, and MSMEs. With this, the total number of beneficiaries under the program now stands at 208,209 beneficiaries. News reports that the state governor, Right Honorable Sheriff Oboyewori, made the disclosure Tuesday, September 17th, during the flag-off of the 4th tranche of the Delta State COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus DCAS program at the Dome Event Center, Asaba. Governor Oboyewori explained that the program was in line with his administration's commitment to inclusive and providing opportunities for all, as outlined in the MORE agenda. Meanwhile, in his address, he urged the beneficiaries to maximize the opportunities provided to them by making meaningful investments and uplifting those around them, as they represent not only themselves but their families and communities. The Commissioner for Economic Planning and Chairman of the State Care Steering Committee, Sonny Ekedein, formally announced a name changing for the program. Speaking at the event on Tuesday in Asaba, the Delta State capital, Governor Sheriff Oboyewori stated that the program represents not just a continuation of the initiative, but also a testament to his administration's determination to build a state where every citizen feels a sense of belonging. Earlier in his address, the Commissioner for Economic Planning and Chairman of the State Care Steering Committee, Sonny Ekedein, formally announced a name change for the program. The Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, in collaboration with Lopeng Energy Limited, has launched a 2-day flood sanitization campaign aimed at preparing communities in Delta State for the approaching flood season. The program held on September 16th and 17th, 2024 in Ole and Eku focused on equipping vulnerable communities with essential strategies to mitigate the impact of floods. With the theme Community First, the initiative brought together participants from flood-prone communities across Delta State's 3 senatorial districts. The sections hosted at Agbaso Hotels in Ole and Edewo Event Center in Eku were designed to raise awareness about the critical role local communities play in preventing flood disasters. Special attention was given to the devastating floods of 2012 and 2022, which caused significant damage to lives and properties. However, Chinyere Ume, Director of the Community and Rural Development at the NDDC highlighted the importance of collective community action in flood prevention. The program featured expert advice from disaster management professionals Chidi Ogudu, South Director of the Nigerian Emergency Management Agency (NEMA), called on participants to ensure that waterways, drainage systems, and canals remain free of blockages. He urged residents to stop dumping refuse in drainage channels, which exacerbates flooding, and called for collective responsibility to keep this pathway clear during heavy rains. Participants expressed gratitude to the NDDC for organizing the sanitization program, noting that the campaign had provided them with practical steps to reduce flood risks. Many also stressed the importance of avoiding harmful practices while blocking drainage systems and indiscriminate tree falling. Delta State Commissioner for Urban Renewal, Engineer Michael Anoka, has taken swift action after a building collapsed in Asaba. He inspected the site on Daily Independent Street, Okpanam, Oshimili North local government area, and promptly sealed off the building while ordering a thorough investigation. This move demonstrates Anoka's commitment to ensuring public safety and enforcing building regulations. Meanwhile, as the Commissioner for Urban Renewal, he has been working to improve infrastructure and prevent such incidents in Delta State. The news stated that Anoka has been proactive in seeking knowledge and expertise from other states. The investigation ordered by Anoka would likely focus on determining the causes of the building collapse and identifying measures to prevent similar incidents in the future. However, it was a critical step in maintaining public trust and ensuring that construction projects in Delta State meet safety standards. By taking decisive action, Anoka sent strong messages to the public that safety as a top priority cannot be overemphasized and that the administration of Governor Sheriff Oboyewori will not tolerate substandard construction practices. The federal government has alerted Nigerians of the release of water from Ladgo Dam in Cameroon. The Director General of the Nigeria Hydrological Service Agency (NIHSA), Umar Mohammed, notified Nigerians on the development in a statement yesterday. In a statement, Umar Mohammed said the dam-regulated water releases will commence on September 17th. According to the statement, the water discharge is anticipated to progressively escalate to 100 meters square over the next 7 days based on the inflow from the upstream Garawa River. Mohammed said there is no cause for alarm as major flooding is not expected in Nigeria. He, however, said Adamawa, Taraba, Kogi, Nasarawa, Benue, Anambra, Bayelsa, Delta, Edo, Cross River, and River states should be well prepared to mitigate the impact of the water. However, the NIHSA boss said the agency will continue to monitor closely the flow situation of the trans-boundary river Benue and the national inland rivers and steadily provide regular updates on water. He further stated that many states have been ravaged by flooding this year. The latest and worst hit being Borno, whose capital suffered devastating flood that led to loss of lives and displacement of hundreds of thousands. Now on the business news. President Bola Tinubu has issued 5 new executive orders aimed at providing fiscal incentives for investments in Nigeria's oil and gas sector. This came as the federal government announced the kickoff of $550 million Ubeto gas project that will deliver 350 million standard cubic feet of gas per day when operational. The signing ceremony of the $550 million final investment decision between NNPC Limited and Total Energies on the Ubeta Field Development Project took place in Abuja in June this year. The Ubeta Field, which was discovered in 1964, is located northwest of Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Meanwhile, the 5 EOS issued by Tinubu are also expected to reduce the cost and time of finalizing and implementing contracts to develop the expand gas infrastructure. According to a statement, Vejen spoke at a launching organized as part of the inaugural US-Nigeria Strategic Energy Dialogue hosted by the US State Department. She said that major energy reforms introduced in Nigeria since June 2023 are focused on improving energy security, attracting investment, and deepening collaboration with key partners like the United States government. Nigeria seeks to create a robust regulatory framework and attract new investments in the production of gas for power, transportation, and clean cooking. On the foreign news, the local government has said a partial evacuation has been ordered in the Russia Tiva region after a massive Ukrainian drone attack sparked a fire there. Igor Rudania said emergency services in the town of Toropets were trying to localize the blaze caused by falling drone wreckage. There were no confirmation of any casualties. Meanwhile, unverified footage have emerged, purportedly showing a massive blast in the town. Video footage circulating on social media showed detonations and smoke covering a large stretch of sky. News agencies have quoted Ukrainian sources as saying an ammunition warehouse had been struck. The head of the Ukraine Center for Countering Disinformation, Andriy Kovalenko, has said that in addition to its own ammunition, such as Grad rockets and various missiles, Russia has also stated to store North Korean missiles in Toropets. Meanwhile, Toropets lies about 380 kilometers, 236 miles northwest of Russia's capital, Moscow, and some 470 kilometers north of the border with Ukraine. On Wednesday morning, Toropets authorities said buses had already been prepared for the evacuation. They also claimed the situation was under control in the town of about 13,000 residents. Moreover, the authorities did not confirm how many people were being evacuated. Now on the sports news. Ademola Lookman has been voted the player of round 4 of the 2024/2025 Serie A season following a top draw performance for Atalanta in their 3-2 win over Fiorentina on Sunday at Giwe Stadium in Bergamo. Marking his first league appearance for the Black and Blues, the Nigeria forward assisted Matteo Retegui in 21st minute goal that was cancelled out. Martinez quarters 15-minute opener for the visitors and broke his season's account with the winner a minute into first half added time. The 2024 Ballon d'Or nominee and Udinese's Florian Thauvin were rated 8-10 at the best performing players in Serie A round 4. As emerged from average players' ratings in Italian sports papers. Meanwhile, Lookman was also the official man of the match named by Liga Serie A, while Thauvin inspired Udinese's 3-2 comeback win in Parma on Monday with a brace and also being named man of the match as well. However, Lookman etched his name in the history books in the last year's UEFA Europa League final when his hat-trick against Bayer Leverkusen in the final secured the trophy for Atalanta. He will be expected to continue in his rich vein of form in this year's UEFA Champions League when they host Arsenal on Thursday in the stage fixture at Giwe Stadium in Bergamo. Now a recap on our headlines. Oboyewori reaffirms commitment to Delton's welfare as he launches new phase of DCARES with over 97,000 new beneficiaries. NDDC Lopeng Energy launched flood sensitization campaign in Delta State. Delta Commissioner Anoka seals off collapsed buildings in Asaba and orders thorough investigation. Federal government issues flood alert as Cameroon releases water from Lado Dam. Tinubu executives order $2.5 billion investments. Russia region orders evacuation after Ukraine drone attack. Lookman rated Serie A round 4 best player. That's the news as edited by Emanuela Tiniala. I am Matsu Okpemitorishe. Thanks for watching.